Hello there. My name is Jason Perkins. I'd like to welcome you to another episode in the Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. I'm an attorney who specializes in handling Georgia workers' compensation cases. I created this series of videos because I want to provide people who've been hurt at work with helpful information about Georgia's workers' compensation law and the benefits they should receive under that law. Today I want to talk to you about meniscus tears from workers' compensation injuries. The first question to discuss is, what is a meniscus tear? Well, I'm not a doctor. A doctor is the best person to tell you what a meniscus tear is and how to treat it. But I do represent a lot of people who get injured at work and suffer knee injuries and other types of injuries. So I can provide you with some basic information about what a meniscus tear is in the workers' compensation context. It's an injury to your knee. It's often associated with pain or swelling, stiffness as well. Usually doctors diagnose it via an MRI. And it can make it difficult for you to stand, walk, squat, twist, or rotate. It's often treated with physical therapy, medication, injections, or surgery. Now, one of the questions you probably have is, can you receive workers' compensation benefits if you suffer a meniscus tear? Yes, you can. If that injury is suffered at work, you probably should receive workers' compensation benefits for the meniscus tear. Now, under Georgia workers' compensation law, there's three types of benefits that you can receive. There are wage loss benefits, medical benefits, and permanent partial disability benefits. Wage loss benefits come into account for meniscus tear because it's often difficult to do your regular job, especially if it's very physically demanding after you suffer a meniscus tear. So the injury that you suffer may take you out of work, especially if you end up having surgery. For some people, even after they recover from the meniscus tear, they still have some limitations with their knee that prevent them from going back and doing their regular job. Under Georgia's workers' compensation law, if you're out of work as a result of your injury, you should receive something called temporary total disability benefits. These are the workers' compensation's version of wage loss benefits. It's not your full lost wages, it's 2/3 of them generally, and you should receive those benefits on a weekly basis. The second benefit is your medical benefits. This is payment for the medical treatment and testing you need as a result of your injury with certain authorized doctors. As I mentioned earlier, meniscus tears often result in the need for medical treatment like physical therapy, doctor's visits, medications, injections, surgery. You may need diagnostic testing like x-rays or MRIs. Workers' compensation should cover 100% of the cost of this medical treatment as long as you're getting it with authorized doctors under workers' compensation. Third benefit is something called permanent partial disability benefits. This compensates you if you have a permanent impairment as a result of a workers' compensation injury. Most meniscus tears do qualify for permanent partial disability benefits because they result in permanent impairment under the book that Georgia law uses to determine permanent impairment. That book is called The Guides to the Evaluation of Permanent Impairment. It's published by the American Medical Association, and Georgia uses the 5th edition of that book. As I mentioned, most meniscus tears do qualify for a permanent partial disability rating. The amount of the rating will depend on the type of meniscus tear that you have and how many of them that you have. But again, you should receive some permanent partial disability benefits for a meniscus tear. I hope you found this information about meniscus tears helpful. If you have, please let me know that. The best way you can do that is by liking this video or giving it a thumbs up. If you've got more questions about Georgia workers' compensation law, please reach out to me and get those questions answered. There's 2 easy ways you can schedule a free consultation with me if you'd like to do so. The first is by calling the phone number on the bottom of the screen, and the other is by reaching out to us through our website, which is www.perkinslawtalk.com. Just click on and submit the free consultation request form, and a member of our team will reach out to you and get that consultation scheduled. I'd like to thank you again for watching this video today. I want to wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injuries.